So it's back to the drawing board. This crash happened a few months ago while I was doing the first test flight for the sea turtle research drone. The good news is that only a few props broke, but the bad news is that these are like really rare motors and I couldn't find replacement propellers. I was able to find some equivalent carbon fiber props, but when they finally arrived like a couple months later, the mounting holes were too small. I tried boring them out, but I clearly didn't do a very good job because on the next test flight, the vibrations in the system were like 10 times higher than the safety margin, which in scientific terms is very not good. At this point, I needed to get something together to start running actual tests on the camera systems, so I took the whole drone apart to start from scratch, and then I Frankensteined something together out of an old VTOL drone I just had in storage. The motors from this system ended up being perfect, but I couldn't reuse the motor controllers because on this platform, the capacitors would blow up on a pretty regular basis, so I spent Saturday soldering together some new ESCs that hopefully won't explode. I also added in some quick release connectors between each component to make swapping them out super easy in the future in case something failed, which ended up working out for me almost immediately. When I was running the initial system checks for the new motors and ESCs, I was seeing a lot of vibrations coming from motor number 1. These new motors are a little bit underpowered, but I have a lot of extras of both the motors and the props, so if stuff goes bad in the future, it's going to be much cheaper for me to fix. These new ESCs are a little bit bigger than the last ones, so I redesigned the bottom of the motor pod and just stuck these on. The system's pretty much ready to fly now, but I want to first redesign the top plate to make room for the onboard computer. This onboard computer is going to be running the turtle detection software, and so it's super important that this is integrated from the beginning. So it's honestly good that I'm taking a step back right now. I'd imagine that should be done in the next week or so. So if you're interested in using technology for sustainability or just want to see expensive equipment blow up, follow along.